I'm just looking forward to the time on our mats and the wonderful evening that will be ahead of us. And so sitting tall again, finding that neutral pelvis, see if you need to tilt back and forth until you kind of find that upright, tall, neutral position, go for it. Allow your eyes to soften, closed, or just looking down. And start to notice your breathing. Let your breathing become a little bit more full, so a little deeper with your inhale. Inhales a little deeper as you exhale all the way down and all the way out. Get it out. Make room for the next breath. Two quick little quotes. I just liked them both, so maybe one you can say if you need to say it to yourself later tonight if at all. First one is, be alive through your daily activities and peace will bloom. The other one is kind of what we might be doing to begin our classes. Shake off all your worries and anxieties. Not thinking of the future, not thinking of the past, just enjoying the present moment. So I imagine shaking it off. So as you're ready to take that next inhale, start to move your hands. Let's just shake the wrists, the hands, open the eyes, maybe shake the arms. And then together, let's inhale nice and tall, arms come up nice and long, feel the energy going right through the arms, out the fingertips and up to the sky, tailbone reaches down, fingertips reach up, you can even open up, maybe even like a cactus just to kind of feel, just exploring that kind of ways to open up here, kind of be a little more organic with even this move today. This asana. Sounds like a dance class. Okay. And then we're going to take that left leg, lift it and cross that left ankle over the right, above the right knee. So like a figure four. And then again, just kind of see if you can draw the right hip back to kind of meet the left. So you're feeling pretty grounded on both sitting bones. And this might feel great just as it is. And then we're going to take our hands. So we're going to frolic a little with our feet. So if you have a foot fetish and you hate it, the opposite, don't like feet like my husband, oh boy, this is, maybe today will be different. So we're gonna spread the fingers, spread the toes, and bring the fingers in between each toe. So if you have your socks on, take them off. Or maybe not, you don't have to, I don't know. And then kind of try to push the fingers like down to the web of the fingers and the toes. And it's like you're shaking your hands, hand-foot shake, right? Sitting nice and tall, breathing, smiling. And then we're just going to take the hand, almost like when you go to the spa, and we're going to rotate that foot. So around in a circular motion. You can certainly reverse the circle. Squeeze with the hand, so start to slow down with the movement and just kind of squeezing, hugging, a deep hug into that foot. And then a point and a flex, so you're gonna go back to pointing and flexing. And again, maybe the fingers start to slide out. That might feel very weird if our feet have been in tight shoes, or we don't really give them this opportunity. But you start to notice that it will start to get a little better, open up, feel a little better. And then you can that thumb and you can put it down like on the instep of your foot. So kind of pushing the thumb into the instep, and sort of like a, it's kind of like a reflexology sort of thing. So kind of pushing in, kind of detoxing ourselves a little bit. I don't know what part this will detox. I know different parts are all over, like our thyroid and our pancreas, so depending where you are in your foot. So we're just going right in the center and just letting that natural magic happen. And then one more time, release, hands between the feet, fingers between the feet, maybe spread those toes, give yourself a hug there, and release. Oh, nope, don't release, I forgot. Let's do something even more wonderful, additionally wonderful. We'll take that other hand and give yourself a little bit of a massage here. So one hand is shaking your foot per se, so a handshake, and then the other hand is just kind of giving yourself a little bit of a massage. So our feet do so much for us, right? There's so many bones and things in here. So just even this helps to open them up and will help us. And as we let go, you probably notice that there's a difference between the right and left foot now as we release. So slowly breathing our way, softening out of this, uncrossing, and just feeling the difference between both feet. One might feel like it can balance you better now, and it has more blood flow, and so on and so forth. So just enjoying that. And then we'll cross that right leg over the left knee. I just want to make sure I'm taping. And we'll give it a handshake, opposite. And try to go right up to the web part of your fingers. Let your sitting bones ground. And we're going to start again with some movement, some circular motions. In both directions eventually. One foot really might feel really different, mine does. And then slowing it down, give yourself a little squeeze, like a hug, hand hug to the foot. And then some flexes and points. So pulling the toes into a pointed position, and then flexing them, pointing and flexing. Just being in the present moment, thanking our bodies. And then as you're ready, you can take that thumb and put it into the center. Noticing maybe this foot feels a little different than the other. As you breathe. Slowly releasing. And then just a little massage using the other hand to just rub the top of the foot, maybe the bottom of the foot, up and down, or wherever it feels like good for you. So when I first opened Thrive, I thought I was going to do all these like positivity type workshops, and these one of the events I was going to do had foot detox in it. I was going to study up on that. I knew some, but maybe someday we'll do that. Okay, so here we go. Once you feel kind of complete on this side, any last squeeze or movement, release. And then just feel both feet. I can definitely feel like, perhaps you can too, almost like your fingers are still there, right? Okay. And then again, once again, we'll just cross that left ankle over the right. Sit up nice and tall. Sitting bones grounded. Inhale, nice and tall. Reach your heart up, reach the shoulder blades down the spine, and then start to hinge at your hip crease. So that left elbow can just gently rest on that left thigh. And then you can start to just reach the heart forward as you hinge somewhat or or a great deal forward. So don't push it, just sort of let it open, coming to your edge, but not beyond. And just like when we're on our backs, you know, maybe a little sway. Feels good in the hip. And then again, lengthen through the spine, reach through the crown of the head, coming, inhaling up. Exhale, uncross. Inhale, cross the right ankle over the left knee. And one more time. Inhale, nice and tall, grounding through the sitting bones, reaching down with the tailbone, and then hinging at the right hip crease. And left, coming forward. To any degree that where you start to feel the right side. The sensations in the right side of the body, the hip, outer hip. Flexing, engaging that right foot. And the right elbow maybe rests on the right thigh, depending on what works for your body again. Letting the shoulders soft, away from the ears. Breathing fully in and out, maybe imagining the breath going right down into the hip area and out. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head all the way up. As you rise up, uncross that right leg, and maybe just a little pebble here. And then we're gonna just kind of toe tap, like up and down, a little marching. Slow it down. Inhale the arms, flatten the feet, arms out to the side and up. Look up, tailbone reaches down, fingertips reach up. Maybe the thumbs reach back a little bit more, opening up the shoulders, shoulder blades. Yeah, you got it. Straighten those arms, really feel how long and tall you are. Exhale, bend at the elbows. You got it. So like cactus arms. Inhale, nice and tall, spread the fingers. Exhale, hinge at like maybe 45 degrees, whatever's right for you, like a partial fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, partial fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, navel to spine, partial fold. Two more. Exhaling, drawing the navel to your spine, feeling your core engage. One more. As you exhale. And then release. Let the arms, the head, the neck, the shoulders come down, forward fold. Inhale and also exhale right here for just a moment or two. And then as you're ready, inhale, the arms come out and up. Reach your heart forward, draw your navel and come all the way out to the sides with the arms and up. Look up. With your next exhale, bring your palms together. Feel the finger pads connect and down to heart center. Stay for just a moment. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. One last time. Exhale, release. If you have your strap, let's take the strap. We're going to take the strap, inhale it up over the head. Bring your arms out wider than your shoulders so that your strap can be straight, your arms can be straight. Draw your navel toward your spine. Draw your shoulder blades down and then like a little bit broad, like you're pulling the strap apart. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, bending the elbows. The strap comes down behind your back, maybe to like where your bra connects. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Try to knit the ribs and inhale up. I like to splay mine out. And then I remind myself. Keep it going just a few more times, just feeling the openness. And then the next time that you come up through center, you can exhale, come forward. Inhale up, exhale back. And your arms can stay straight here. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale open to the back. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale opening to the back. One more time forward. Inhale up, Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Let the strap go. Ooh. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, walk your left hand behind your left hip. Right hand over to the outside of your right leg. Ground both sitting bones. Let the shoulders, blades soften down the spine. Coming into a nice twist on the left side. Breathing tall. Let your head turn to the degree that it turns. So we're going to lead with the body. The head's going to follow that. Not the other way around. Inhaling tall. Exhaling right around to center. Take a moment just feeling how you feel. And then again, inhale up nice and tall. As you exhale, you're going to come open to the right side. Right hand behind the right hip again. It might be up on the chair. It might be somewhere else, but letting the shoulder blades reach down the spine. Feeling like your lower body is so stationary, or even imagining it turning to the left. Just to help leverage the opening for your heart. Breathing fully. One more time, ground down to rise tall, and then exhale or open again. Last time together, inhaling the arms out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center and fold all the way forward. Let it go. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands, come down to your hands and knees, and we're just going to move the chair and come onto the mat. So on all fours, toward all twos. Gently moving. You can get there a different way if you need. And then once you're there, coming into tabletop, but tucking the toes. Inhale fully as you lengthen the spine and the sides of the body. And then exhale, start to sit your hips back. Toes are tucked, so your heels are up. And coming into a child's pose or some sort of version of one as you have the weight on the toes. Lift those underarms, enjoy the opening. And then exhale, walk your hands back to the body. Sitting on the knees. If it hurts your knees, pad them. If this isn't for you, then you can be seated for a moment. Actually, if it's not for you, see if this will work. We're going to just take a moment here. And if it's not for you, you can cross your legs. How's that? That's easy seat. And if you're all set, then we're going to inhale nice and tall, shoulder blades down the spine. And then bring the arms forward like a cat pose, reaching forward. Inhaling, and then exhaling, bend the elbows like a cow is going to have like these claws. Navel to the spine. Inhale, arch, rounding the back. Exhale. Inhale, rounding the back body, opening it up. Exhale, opening the front body. One last time, reaching forward, rounding. Exhale, opening the front body. Bring your hands down, untuck your toes, maybe pat, pat, pat the top of the feet. Sit back down on your heels, and then we'll take the block and we're going to sit on the block. So put it the long way between your leg, underneath your pelvis so you can sit down under your hips. And then the heels are going to kind of come to the outside of your hips. If this, for some reason, is painful or it doesn't work for you, you can always put something under you. Painful, you just don't want to do it, obviously. But if you feel like you can get a little bit more comfort, you can put a blanket or something between the knee and the thigh or under the knees, or you can build your block up taller and sit on two. And once you're there, it's like hugging the heels into the outer hips, sitting nice and tall. Inhaling. As you exhale, start to walk your hands back behind you. If you're high on your block, so you maybe or weight on your fingertips. Draw your tailbone down and start to open up your heart. So lifting the heart to the sky. A little mini back bend here. Opening up. And if this feels perfect and lovely right where it is, you can stay here and start to soften a little bit around the edges. If you'd like to keep going back, you can kind of bend the elbows and walk your way back a little bit more. So grounding the lower legs. And together, we're just going to take a slow, loving breath as we inhale. Walk ourselves up, navel draws to the spine, protect your lower back. You can take a small twist left and right if your knees are still fine. And eventually back to center. We'll inhale, come up on all fours, remove the block. And if your knees are still fine, maybe we sit down a little bit lower. If this isn't right for you, we still sit back on the block and we repeat. So inhaling and exhaling. And then again, the hands can come behind you, reaching the heart up. Maybe even dropping the body back a tiny bit or a lot, depending on how open you are, how flexible. Eventually, slowly, lovingly, breathing our way up, inhale, exhaling, and then using the hands to walk yourself back out of this pose, and we'll just come into tabletop, shake the hips, maybe even the feet dance behind us left to right. So organically moving here, the head, the neck. And then once again, we're going to tuck those toes, plant the hands, spread the fingers, shoulders underneath, the wrists underneath the shoulders. And here we go, we're going to inhale and begin to just lift your hips, lift your legs, slow and steady, just mindfully moving all the way back to downward facing dog. If you need to walk your hands forward or your feet back, go ahead. Inhale fully. Exhale, release, navel to the spine, heart reaches forward, knees might bend, or maybe we pedal. Listen to what your body's asking for. One more round of breath here. And then exhale, we're gliding through to plank. And then next, exhale, propel forward. Knees can either come down or not. Lower yourself down. Plant the tops of the feet. Tailbone reaches down toward the heels. And then reach long and forward with the heart. As you inhale or come up to baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, maybe the back of the head and neck feels the lift toward the sky. Exhale, lower down. Can you broaden through the collarbones? One more time. Exhale as you lower down. Tuck your toes. Lift the hips and come back up to downward facing dog. Inhaling fully. Exhale, release. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop your way up to the front of your mat. Forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold it forward, release it. Inhale, halfway. Smile through those collarbones. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach your heart forward and then continue reaching up as your arms come out and up to the sky. Lift those kneecaps, thumbs reach back perhaps. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. Bend the right knee and then extend the left arm forward, the right arm back, opening the palms to the right. Draw your arms into your shoulder sockets, but reach through your fingers. A little twist here. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend the left knee, right arm comes forward, and the left arm reaches back. Shoulders down the spine. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands down through heart center and keep on folding all the way down. Step back through plank and come up to downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. Inhale up to the toes. Exhale, glide yourself down to plank and keep on going, lower down. Inhale your way to up dog or cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhaling again. Lengthening and lifting. Exhale, release. One last time, just let it be beautiful. Opening up. Exhale, release it down. Tuck your toes as you're ready to exhale. Navel draws into your spine. Back up we go. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend the right knee. And let that right foot reach past that left buttocks, like you could stamp the wall with the bottom of your foot. Reach the heart forward, the hips high, breathe. And as you exhale, let the leg come around and down. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend the left knees. Reach the sole of the left foot way over to the right. Open that hip. Exhale, around with the leg and down. Inhale fully. Exhale, look forward, hopper step up to the front of your mat. Ooh. Let it go. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the right knee. Inhale, come all the way up. You can bring the knee up with you if you'd like. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left knee. Down it goes. Draw the tailbone down, reach nice and tall. And then start to bend the heel back toward your butt. So think about your left knee and your right knee, giving a little smooch there. You can open that right arm and reach it back and maybe grab the foot, or you can also take your strap. This is a nice time for it. And we have our chairs, so please feel free to use it. It's a beautiful prop for balance. So you can also use that, but we're gonna put, and again, you might need to bend that standing leg to just bring that strap, that loop, into the back. And we're just gonna pull that heel toward your butt, flex the toes. I mean, it doesn't work because I'm already there, so it feels weird. Leveling the hips. Standing nice and tall. And the front of the leg opening up. Your quads. Exhale, slowly release, step it down. Pedal it out for a moment. And then second side. Let's take, let's inhale all the way up. We'll make it systematic here. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the left knee, and as you inhale through halfway, keep coming all the way up. Bring your right knee up. Little balance here. Exhale, bring your left knee, to meet your right. I said the wrong one. And then bend that left knee up, heel toward your butt. And you can stay right here. You can catch the foot with the strap or with the hand. Reaching tall, reach the heart up. Reach the heel toward your buttocks. Knee reaches down like it's facing down. And then as you're ready, slowly releasing, exhale it down, walk it out. Ooh. And if you have your chair here, that's fine. We're going to inhale and step back as you inhale and reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the back of the chair if you have it. If not, you can just forward fold all the way. Take a breath here. Go in and out. And then inhale, come all the way up. Bend the knees if you have the chair, arms over the head. Exhale, hands together and down through heart center. Just looking at the time. Okay, let's come down to the floor and then we're going to come back up. So we're going to move the chair one more time. Face the front of your mat. You can bring the feet together and the legs together and pretend we're just zipping up something like we're going scuba diving or snorkeling. And then we'll inhale all the way up, arms up, toes up, just balancing on our toes, reaching through the fingertips and then softening the edges, softening the shoulders, softening the jaw. Exhale, bring the palms together and down to heart center. You can come to your flat-footed or you can bend the knees, heels up and coming all the way down. So either way, if you forward folded with flat feet, eventually starting to bend the knees, we're going to come all the way down to the butts, to each of our bottoms. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, start to round out the belly and the back. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, start to scoop it out again. Inhale nice and tall. Hug the knees in. Exhale, scoop it out. Inhale nice and tall. If you'd like to lift the feet, you may. They can be straight if you have that for your boat pose, or if you want to bend the knees and keep the shins parallel, leveled like with the ceiling. Parallel, that's fine. Lift the heart, it might want to sink. Maybe the hands go behind you or behind the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bring the long arms together, one big arm over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, sit nice and tall. Exhale to the left. You can bring your toes down, make your adjustments. Inhale, tall to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Maybe you can keep doing it this way, or maybe you slide and breathe through the center and just go left to right. Eventually, we're going to come back to center. Exhale, bring the feet down, sit nice and tall. And then hands behind the legs, you just start to roll yourself all the way down. Keep the knees bent. We're going to roll over to the right or left side, roll over to one side, and then gently keep going until you're on your belly. Let your forehead come down for just a moment, and let your arms come wide like a letter T. And reaching the arms nice and long. And then bend that left elbow, plant that left palm by your ribs. Turn your to the right side of your cheek is down on the ground. So relaxing the head there, draw your left shoulder blade down your back. And then begin to inhale nice and tall, feel tall. Exhale, roll onto your right hip, reaching that right arm nice and long. So the opening in the right shoulder here, the front. The left leg can stack on top of the right. You can step the toes behind you, bending the knee. And adjust that left hand. You can bring it closer to the body, use it as leverage. Let your head rest nice and long. If you need to walk your right arm out a little, go ahead. One loving inhale. And a loving exhale as you gently and lovingly roll back over to the belly. Take a moment right here. Notice how you feel. And then extend the arms out long again. This time the left cheek rests nice and tall, like reaching through the toes, through the spine. And then as you exhale, slide that right palm by your chest, Reach the shoulder blade down the spine and begin to use that leverage to roll yourself onto the left hip. And then, yeah, you can walk that hand in. You can walk the left hand out a little more. The legs might stack. Or maybe bend the knee and the big toe or some of the toes catch the floor or flat foot. Let your weight just rest. Left palm down. Soften the jaw. Enjoy this opening. Exhale slowly, lovingly, bring yourself back to the belly. Take a moment. And then tuck the toes. Slide the hands back beneath the shoulder, elbows bent, hug the arms close to the body, right? And with the next exhale, navel draws in, we come up through the knees or not, through plank, up to downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. Inhale, up to the toes. Exhale, look forward, bend the knees. Little hops up to the front of your mat. Release it with your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through halfway and keep on going all the way up, arms over the head. Exhale, bring your palms together, your finger pads together, and right down to heart center. Push the palms together. Feel that nice broadening in the back body, right? And then with your next exhale, you can release the, release your hands and bring your chair to your side. So I'm gonna use my bars so that you can see me better, but you can hang out to the back of your chair. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take this strap. Let's stand nice and tall, find kind of rock forward. Thank you, feet. And then bending the left knee, bringing the strap on the pad of the left foot, so right beneath the toes. Sorry, I didn't say that before. And then it comes up over your left shoulder, knee to knee. And then here we are, starting to reach that heel back. And then this time we're going to start to extend that left arm up on the side of our ear, like up tall to the sky. Knit your little ribs in, our ribs in. Thank you, ribs. And then as you exhale, start to reach that left foot back, and the right arm can come forward, so hinging at the hips, so into our dancer pose. Still feel like you're hugging your hips in, like squeezing from the outside in. You can reach your heart up to the sky. Maybe this is way too much. Maybe you're like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it here and reach my foot back and hold on to my chair. That's fine. So the strap's kind of pulling your foot in, but you are stretching your foot out to some degree. Your heart's lifting up to the sky, forward and up. Exhale, come back upright. Slowly and lovingly release yourself down. You can even bring your knee up for a little hug in the front. And remove the strap. We're going to take a little about face here and turn to the opposite side. Maybe rock and roll and soften whatever you need to soften the mind. So we'll play, we'll be in the moment, we'll be in the present. We'll teach this again with a lot more time and emphasis on it, I think. And then again, you're bending that right knee, strap on the right foot. It's like you're carrying something, a Santa sack here on your shoulder. And you're going to start to extend that right leg back. Maybe this is where you stay. You're lifting that right knee, extending that leg back, or perhaps the arm comes up. And again, you can go from different. You can do the arm first, extend the leg. So the hip wants to open to the right. We want the hip point to face down. So reaching up, reaching tall. With the heart And my form is not anywhere near perfect, but it's a beautiful opening as you slowly and lovingly come out of it. Maybe that right knee comes up. Giving yourself a hug here. Finally releasing. We're doing the best we can. We're opening our bodies. We're working on our balance and strength. We're having a dancer moment or two or three. And then let it go, walk it out. One more big reach up to the sky. Up to the toes if you'd like. Tailbone reaches down. Exhale, palms together. And you can fold forward and make your way back to the mat on your bottom. Or you can start to, again, bend the knees. And then slowly, lovingly, using the hands or not, coming onto your bottom. Give yourself a nice big hug, sitting nice and tall. And as you're ready, scooping the belly and slowly and steadily coming down to the back body. Take your block, even yourself out on the mat. Take the block, plant your feet, lift the hips. Let's just bring that block beneath the sacrum. And let the hips rest. Yeah, I know. I went from a really high to a really low. Life does that. So a little frolicky today. And really let your hips sink into that block. So usually we try to hold them, everything in and tight, but you can let them rest. We bloomed. We're alive in our activity. And now we're softening. You can bring the right knee up toward the sky and then the left if you'd like. You can stay where you are if you like that. And then you continue to extend if that feels like a lovely next step for you. And if your toes are in the air, feel free to give them some love like we did in the beginning. So maybe ankle circles, maybe squeezing the toes and then spreading and opening. Flexing and pointing. Come back to your breath. And then any last movements here while your back is lifted. So maybe hip circles with the legs coming up, then out into a straddle, then knees bending, coming back in. I like this. Eventually, we'll come back, knees together, stepping one foot down, and then the other. And as you're there, ground the soles of the feet down, lifting the hips just enough to kind of slide that block out so that you can lower the spine and the back of your hips right back down to the ground. Heel toe your feet. Well, actually, let's not today. Let's extend the left leg nice and long and bring the right knee in for a hug. Take that left arm over to that right leg to the outside. Extend the right arm out to the right, palm down. Let the back of the shoulder hug the earth. And then gently rolling over onto that left hip. Scoot your hips back a little if you want. That right arm reaches down into the right. You can put a block underneath the knee if you'd like. Make it a little more restorative here. The leg. The lower leg. Wherever you feel the support. Lengthening still, breathing tall up and down the spine. Right sitting bone reaches down toward the feet. As you're ready to exhale, draw the navel to the spine, knee comes in, rolling back onto the back, give yourself another knee hug. Stepping that right foot down and extending that right leg. And we'll bring the left knee in, breathing it in, hugging it in. Eventually crossing that right arm to the outside of the left leg. The left arm comes out to the left like a T, a partial T, and then rolling onto the right hip. You can walk your upper body over to the right a little bit, and then let that left shoulder, the left palm of the hand connect with your mat, with the earth, with the universe. Lengthen through that standing leg, feel that tailbone lengthening, whole spine as you breathe up and down. And with your next exhale, draw your navel to the spine, bring your leg around, knee into the chest eventually for another hug. Bring your right knee into double hug. Any soft movements here before we start to move our way into our Shavasana. So eventually stepping one foot down and then the other. And then extending one leg and then the other, a little wider. The feet can fall open, the ankles. Maybe you shimmy yourself a little taller as you extend the arms down. Shoulders, the backs of the shoulders, let them connect with the earth. That might mean a little walking of the shoulder blades toward one another. And then really let the back of your head be held. This is where sometimes we grip, so let it go. Inhale, feel the body rise and fill. And with the exhale, feel the body fall back down and be held in Shavasana. You can stay right here and just say goodbye from here, or you can begin to bring movements to your toes, back to our lovely feet and to our fingers and wrists, and eventually bending one knee and then the other, soles of the feet ground. And then rolling to the right, exhaling it out fully, and taking a fresh new breath as you rise on your time. Lifting the torso, coming up. Take your time. Be alive through your daily activities. Aliveness and peace will bloom. Breathe. So with this, in that spirit of being alive, feeling the lifeblood within us, the vitality that is us, let's open the arms up, out, nice and wide, up to the sky. One more time together. Look up, ground down. And then exhale, palms and finger pads push together and come down to our heart as we unite the mind and the heart. My light and my love honor your light, and I honor your love, and I honor the miracle that is you. Namaste.
Namaste.